Welcome to another edition of From the Bottom Up. And today's edition, we have Mr. Robert Plant and the Principle of Moments. And this album came out on July the 15th, 1983 on Atlantic Records, peaked at number 8, and of course is a platinum selling album. Not sure if it hasn't been recertified yet, so who knows, it could be double by now. It was produced by Robert Plant, Benji LaFay, and Pat Moran, and features 8 tracks on this album. And yeah, we're going to dig right in. We're going to go through them from the bottom up here to kind of give you our take on where they fall as far as these great songs. Couple songs, I guess. No, my number 8, I would say "Reckless Love" is what that is, written by Plant Blunt and drums by Jethro Tull drummer Barry Moore Barlow. Little Eastern flavor on Reckless Love. But yeah, just never really got into this one at all. For whatever reason, it just didn't suit me, and yeah, I just not a fan of this song, and that's why I've got it at number 8. Number 7, I'm gonna go down with "Messing with the Mekon," which is a song that features some experimental changes on it, but it does have that powerful blistering guitar by Robbie Blunt. But another song that doesn't quite hit home for me. Um, but when we start off with our next one, number 6, that's definitely where this album really starts to take off for me. All right, so number 6, I've got "Stranger Here Than Over There." Another song featuring Barlow on drums, and it's another departure. As you can see, Plant kind of heading into a new direction with technology and things. But it is definitely one of the better songs on the album. And this is where I feel the album really starts to set its tone, makes its way through where it really starts to hit home here. Number 5, got "Horizontal Departure." And I feel that this one is definitely the underrated song on the album because pretty much all the other songs were either played live or played on the radio. But these ones weren't, these bottom 4. But "Horizontal Departure" is one that should have been on the radio. I really like this one. Definitely an underrated treasure in my estimation. Definitely had it been on Shaken and Stirred, it probably would have been the second best song on the album. So if that says anything, that tells you right there of how good of a song it is. So that's going to bring us down to number 4. And this one was featured in concert. They played it a lot. I've seen it as late as, I believe, 93 when he did the Fate of Nations tour. I've got "Through with the Two-Step." Great song, has some great keyboards on there by Jazz Woodworth. And yeah, just a great song, "Through with the Two-Step." Just love that one. Great lyrics. Song moves right along. Just a great song. And that's what we got for number 4. Number 3, I've got "Other Arms." And this one is kind of unique in a way because despite not being released as a single, it peaked at number 1 on the mainstream rock charts, which is not an easy feat to do when there was not a single out about it. But this song just got a lot of airplay on the radio, and yeah, what can you say? Great song. You can catch Phil Collins' phenomenal drumming on it, and Plant's vocals and phrasing. Just a great song. This is probably the closest to a Led Zeppelin song as you would hear on this album, I would have to say, with the vocals performance on it. And that's going to take us down to number 2, which is going to be none other than "Big Log," which was the big hit on the album. It became his first top 40 solo hit, peaking at number 20 on the US charts. And interesting note, there's no drums on this one. All it is keyboardist Jez Woodruff came up with the drum sequence and hand claps. And yeah, really great. great song, even though it doesn't have a drummer. Even live in concert, I seen Robert. My first chance to see him was on the Shaken and Stirred tour, and they played this song as the last song of the night as the encore. And man, I couldn't believe the audience actually stayed clapping through the whole song, doing the hand claps all the way to the end. That was just a sight to see and be a part of. Definitely, probably one of my highlights of my Robert Plant live show career. I just thought that moment was something special. And yeah, it's weird. No drummer up there, and Plant's just singing away, and Robbie Blunt's great guitar work. This is just a great song. Can see why it this is a song that finally put him on the charts as a solo artist for sure. And that's going to take us down to we got one more song on here because Big Log is great, but it's not the best. And we're going to give that honor to In the Mood, which was another hit single, peaked at number 39 on the charts. It was written by Robert and Robbie Blunt, and of course, bassist Paul Martinez. And yes, that's Phil Collins on drums. He plays on 5 of the 8 tracks on here. And man, what a great song In the Mood is, man. I can't explain it to you. The feeling. The first time I got to see him, like I mentioned, was on the Shaken and Stirred tour. And to be in the audience when the lights went down and to see that stage, it was a unique looking stage. It had like a sloping affair to it. And all I remember about it was the beginning. This was the first song of the night, In the Mood. And when the band came out and started playing it, man, what a powerful feeling. The keyboard player, Jez Woodruff, man, you can feel your bones actually rumbling during the night when he was on his keyboards there because it just was so powerful. And In the Mood, man, what a great, that's probably the highlight song that I've ever gotten to see Robert Plant play live. Just that particular show. It was just so great to be able to be in the building experiencing everything. I mean, I can't say enough about it. Just a great song. And In the Mood is definitely the top dog here on this, the Principle of Moments. We're gonna give you a quick rundown here. Number 8, I've got Reckless Love. Number 7, Messing with the Mekon. 6, Stranger Here, Then Over There. 5, we've got Horizontal Departure. Number 4, Through with the Two-Step. Number 3, Other Arms. Number 2, we've got Big Log. And the top dog on this one is In the Mood at number 1. And that concludes this episode of From the Bottom Up, Robert Plant, Principle of Moments. Let us know your take on it, and we'll see you on the flip side.